Come along with us on a journey of meandering exploration. We will laugh, we will cry, and most importantly, we will waste an hour so we don't have to hang out with our families. Whether we're bringing the sexy or telling you to fuck off, Teddy, Ashtray, Oracle, and Mistic will do it with enough enthusiasm to barely keep you awake. So strap in and strap on for another ride with the only show on the internet that has more episodes than viewers. This is the Red Eye Report.
Okay.
In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss the Gilded Age. We drive to the middle of nowhere because somewhere fucking sucks, and as usual, we try to fuck every fact up we can. With me this week is the all-seeing Oracle. Oracle may not be a titan of industry, but he is a connoisseur of mushrooms. So while he's not a Rockefeller, he has been known to say, "Dem shrooms really Rockefeller."
That's right.
Holy shit, that was a bad joke. Next to him was the soot-covered ashtray.
It's like an old-timey man trying to tell a joke about shrooms.
He really rocks, a fella. He's... anyway, all right. Next to him is the soot-covered ashtray. This titan of titties, as no one calls him, has been slanging them for years now in the Madison area, almost completely cornering the cocks and clams on discounted Big Lighters market. It's good work if you can get it.
All right, somebody's got to do it.
We've also got a fluffy teddy bear. Teddy could be a titan of Twitch, but he still hasn't got me any fucking footage. Last and least, I'm the Mistic. Unbeknownst to these fine gents and the world, I've been secretly running an industrial lube company called Mistic's Nutbutter. It's the gelatinous, sweet-smelling concoction created when my fat thighs rub my big balls all day.
Yeah.
Some say they used it for the entirety of the Artemis program, but my NDA prevents me from commenting. So this is the Red Eye Report.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what they put on the heat shield of the Artemis to make sure it got back home.
Fucking held up. What can I say?
Safe in the atmosphere.
To make sure they got home safely.
I recommend.
Good job, man.
Yeah, the joke sucked though, but good job.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. What are you sitting around all day getting high? Ain't done shit.
I actually did a lot. I took my wife out to dinner, did some laundry. I did a shit ton of shit. Yeah, I was productive. Fuck you.
Like a kept man. All right, we're going to start in the Gilded Age. The Gilded Age is the period from the late 1870s to the late 1890s. Actually, what I'll explain, I'm going to do like an overarching thing. We're going to talk about robber barons, which started in the Gilded Age. Not started, but really became prevalent.
Teddy,
what was that?
Pause for the cause.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. We don't have any animals, though. I don't know.
Animals. We don't need. We can pause for the cause for ourselves, bro.
All right, we're just doing it.
Pause for Tammy.
Fuck those. No.
Janitor
fuck
at the Daytona
We're doing this for us.
We deserve to treat ourselves, also.
All right. So anyway, we're gonna start with robber barons who were really prevalent in this Gilded Age into the progressive era, I guess, which is the late 1890s through the 1910s. I want to say 1920s. That was like Teddy Roosevelt's era and shit like that, progressive. So we're going to start with the robber barons. Next, I'm going to go to who were called the muckrakers, who were basically some of the world's first investigative journalists. Who kind of took down a couple of these big dogs, these robber barons.
Titans of industry.
We're going to talk about titans of industry, and then we're going to talk about some Teddy Roosevelt shit. Because I think the dude was a pretty fucking contradictory and amazing person. I mean, other than kid diddling, but whatever. I've never tried it. So.
What?
You heard me.
Teddy's named after him. He's got his name. Namesake after.
Teddy's not named. It's a pseudonym, not my real name. Come on, bro.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny. So, The Gilded Age got its name from Mark Twain, actually, is his 1873 novel, The Gilded Age, A Tale of Today. And it was like a sarcastic take on the Golden Age, which was supposed to be the age after the Civil War. But really all it did was make fat fucking rich fuckers fatter and richer. And it was led by the growth of the railroads and industrialization, wherein, so like you've heard the term the second industrial revolution. This is it. The railroad. So imagine it took you 6 months to get from New York City to San Francisco, and the railroad comes out in 1869, and now it takes you 6 weeks. The rapid expansion fueled all of this, and it made multiple people, some of the wealthiest people, still rivaling today's wealth, which is unfucking believable, but I guess it's true. That's what ChatGPT tells me anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Gemini. So we're going to start with Cornelius Vanderbilt. He's the oldest. He was born in 1794. And actually he made, you're going to recognize all these names, by the way. He made his first fortune, I guess, in shipping. So he basically, when the gold rush happened,
What, was he shipping people?
no, he would ship the gold from fucking San Francisco to Panama. They would hoof that bitch over the isthmus onto a boat that he owned on the other side and ship that shit up to New York City, because it was faster than going they didn't have railroads in 1840s, you know what I mean? So,
Or the canal.
there was no canal at that time.
So what do you
in
mean they
Panama.
hoofed it? Like, how the
Like
fuck
that
did
land.
that
The shit,
work?
the fucking locals took the shit over the isthmus.
Wow.
Yeah, they
man.
walked
Like
it
they
over.
put it on fucking
Yeah.
whatever, carts and shit, and
Yeah.
animals.
Walked it over.
and
Horse-drawn wagons, I'm sure.
yeah, shit like that.
Wow.
And
Crossed the
fucking
dairy,
walked
yeah.
it to the other side before the canal was built.
Right.
So that's
they
how
came
he-
back, half.
Right.
Where's all the gold? This is all we were given.
And actually during the Civil War, he was nicknamed the Commodore, and it was like completely honorary. He wasn't really a Commodore, but he donated one of his largest shipping vessels to the U.S. Navy during the Civil War, the Union. And they used it to sink a fucking one of those what are those fucking called? The Mackinac or whatever, those like ironclads that the fucking that they both sides had, you know what I mean? Those big gunships. Like,
Ironsides.
that's how big of a fucking goddamn ship it was. Anyway, at the time of his death, he was worth an estimated 100 to 105 million. In today's economy,
That's billions, right?
it's 75 billion to 100 billion. That's his percentage of the U.S. economy at that time was estimated to be that much. He wasn't as philanthropic as the other guys we're going to talk about. We're only going to do 4 of them, like the top 4.
So
He
really
did give. No, he was frugal as fuck. So he just kept all his money. And I'm sure he was a piece of shit like the rest of them, fucking treating labor like it's fucking, you know what I mean? He built this fortune on the backs of fucking whatever. He eventually got into railroads. That's where he made a majority of his money, was running the New York Railroad and Hudson Railroads before it was like transcontinental and shit like that. He donated $1 million to some church, and then obviously Vanderbilt University is named after him. That's like his big philanthropic give. He gave $1 million for that in 1877.
What the fuck's that church going to do with $1 million in 1877? That's a lot of
Yeah,
money back
I
then.
know.
They're going to praise the Lord is what they're going to do. Okay?
Right.
Going to praise the Lord.
I don't know if it's a famous church or whatever, but it's called the Church of the Strangers in New York. It's probably some
That's
fucking
kinda
cult thing. Yeah, right? Isn't it cult creepy? Like,
Yeah, Church of the
Strangers.
Strangers? What the
you want to be a
fuck?
stranger, kid?
Hey, whose hand is that?
Yeah. No shit.
Church of the
All right.
The
Strange.
confession booth is just glory holes. All over.
Now we're going to talk about John D. Rockefeller. He made his money in Earl. He founded the Standard Oil Company, which at its peak controlled about 90% of the oil production. We didn't talk about what robber barons were. Anyway,
No.
robber barons is just a term that was it was a term coined by those muckrakers, those journalists, basically to say what they do. Those practices then include unfettered consumption and destruction of natural resources, influencing high levels of government, wage slavery, squashing competition by acquiring their competitors. Keep that one in mind, and monopolies and trusts. So John D. Rockefeller was basically, he bought everybody. There was a famous time, it was called the Cleveland Massacre. He in 4 months, he bought 22 of his 26 competitors in the Cleveland area and gained about 90% of the oil refineries production in the United States.
Wow.
He became the country's first billionaire and is widely considered the wealthiest American of all time. His estimated, to this day, his estimated
He was a billionaire. He was a billionaire in the 1800s, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Wow.
was that's a fuck ton
so
of money back then.
his estimated equivalent of today is about $435 billion.
Huh.
So I don't know if Musk has ever surpassed that, but Musk is an American. So that makes him by far the wealthiest. Eat your heart out, fucking Bezos, fag. Yeah, actually in 1910, that's when it was, 1.4 billion.
Oh, yeah.
He was the equivalent, his fortune was 2% of the total US GDP.
Damn.
Whoa.
Damn.
He obviously he's famous for oil. It wasn't just oil, like they didn't really have cars obviously at that time, but everybody heated their fucking houses. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fucking, you needed oil for everything. He didn't just he bought the companies that made the oil that you use for the kerosene and the fuel and the oil that you use for lamps, the oil that you use for railroads, the fucking grease, everything was created. Like he owned all of it. There was an actual term, I think it's horizontal integration. And that's what eventually was kind of his downfall, or not downfall. He still the fucking wealthiest family in the fucking
Why they
planet,
broke him up.
But the antitrust. He created Standard Oil, which was, there isn't an equivalent today because they can't. You know what I mean? Like he's the reason that there are monopoly fucking laws. Because he created such a big trust. That's how he bought out. That's how it started. How he bought out all those people.
Man, in 4 months, buying out 22 people.
Well, what happened was he partnered with a railroad, right? And he basically he didn't like do anything. He just put out the idea that they're creating this trust, he called it, that they would, that if you're in the trust, you get a certain price for shipping your products on this railroad. And it was the biggest railroad at the time. It's like the Pittsburgh something. So if you're in the trust, you pay like a certain percentage lower and you get kickbacks from the fucking profits, right? So it's basically a cartel.
Yeah.
It's literally
Join
the definition
us
of,
or pay a shit ton extra.
Yeah.
right. So they saw that they couldn't keep up and he wouldn't let them in the group. You know what I'm saying? Unless they paid fucking money. So he basically just bought them out. And what's funny is like, a lot of them liked it because he gave them more than what their companies were worth, because Rockefeller knew in the long run, this is going to make him the most money. the dude was a fucking business genius, to be honest with you.
Well, wasn't Standard Oil also the ones that were notorious for, like, they would drop their fuel prices?
Yeah,
like,
they would put you out of business.
They take a loss
if you didn't
for
sell.
a long time.
Oh, really?
Because they had so much money.
Yeah, like they'd lose money on their price per gallon for months or whatever it took till just no one went to your fuel station.
Basically,
anymore.
like starving you out, basically.
Well, isn't that what like the I don't know, the Gulf states and stuff they did with like the fracking and the natural gas and shit like that? Like, didn't they drive the price down super low? So then all that,
I think
they
so.
went out
Yeah.
of business and shit.
Right.
Yeah,
I think I remember that. Yeah.
This picture of John D. Rockefeller, he looks like the fucking crypt keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He lived to be 97 years old.
The new Mummy movie's coming out.
Yeah.
Like
A lot of these guys were old as shit, dude. Like, obviously they're rich, so they ate the fucking best shit. You know, they weren't eating hardtack and fucking shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
had the best doctors for the time.
Right. Yeah, he, where was it?
This is the early 1900s. They still used leeches back then. The doctors weren't that great.
Yeah, but he had the ones with the good
They
leeches.
still had the best doctors.
He had the best leeches.
He's got a headache. Let's put a hole in his skull. Release the pressure.
Virgin leeches.
Put a hole in his skull. So eventually Standard Oil. I'm trying to find where Standard Oil, where it became, what companies it became, and I can't find the fucking what, but it was broken into like
Amoco
34. Oh, here it is.
Was the one that carried their logo.
Amoco. Yeah, so it was broken up into 34 new companies. These included
34. Shit.
Damn.
Conoco, now part of ConocoPhillips, Amoco, BP, Chevron, Esso, which is later Exxon, and ExxonMobil.
So just he's responsible for everybody, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like all the new oil companies came from this guy's.
Right.
This guy's shit being broken up.
Which actually made him richer because the stocks he owned in them when they went up.
Yeah, he probably still had share of each.
Yeah.
And we got shares in 34 companies now. They're all making
Yeah, when
money,
they broke it up, it says the company's combined net worth rose fivefold, and Rockefeller's personal wealth jumped to $900 million at that time, and it eventually reached the $1.4 billion. So really, it helped him in the long run, which I'm sure people have made cases that he probably saw that coming and fucking
the government was
did it on purpose. All right, so next we got who's next? Is it the Scottish dude? Yeah,
Andrew Carnegie.
Yeah, so we call him Carnegie. He actually, I guess, pronounced it Carnegie because he was Scottish. Andrew Carnegie. I'm gonna call him Carnegie because fuck him. So anyway, he's a Scottish immigrant. He started working in railroads in around 1870s or whatever. He eventually went into business with someone, starting his own steel. Like he created, what was it called? Like an actual a new method for steel production, right? Which was super fast, and you could use it for railroad ties. Like it wasn't strong enough for like buildings and shit like that. But he saw that because, basically he just kind of rode on the coattails of the railroad. He provided a huge percentage of the railroad ties that were produced. That's how American Steel, or not American Steel, what the fuck is it? U.S. Steel Corporation was how he started. Carnegie. He sold Carnegie to J.P. Morgan, who we'll talk about next, in 1901 for $303 million, which made him, I don't know, probably third richest person in the world, because when we say like these people, other than royalty and people who own their countries and shit, like these were the richest dudes on the planet. You know what I mean? They could literally buy and sell fucking nations. But Carnegie was he was a huge philanthropist. So he was kind of different than the rest of these guys. He actually, I think, cared a lot about people. There are people that say he didn't, but I think he did. By the time he died, he gave away over 90% of his fortune. So he donated around $350 million, equivalent to $7 billion in today's dollars.
Wow.
Yeah, to charities, foundations, and universities. So here's a list of the shit that he's done. Obviously, we've heard of Carnegie Hall. The Hague, Peace Palace in The Hague, where they fucking have that fucking whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Orgy.
Foundation thing.
Whatever
the world, isn't it the world where the world court is?
I thought it was, yeah. Yeah, right here. No, it's the Court of Arbitration. It's part of the fucking NATO or whatever. So Carnegie Corporation, the Carnegie Endowment, the Institute of Science, Carnegie Trust for the Universities of Scotland, Hero Fund, Carnegie Mellon University, and the Carnegie Museums of Pittsburgh. He also started over 2,500 public libraries, fully donated, building and everything to all across the world, like through Europe and America. So he gave away a lot, but people also said that even though he gave away a lot of it, that money was built on the backs of it. He was a very shrewd business person, and he didn't give in to like strikes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was kind of a piece of shit boss. And that's what the overarching theme of all these assholes, honestly, because you have to kind of be ruthless to be that rich.
Right.
You know, there's some right place, right time aspects to these. But dude, like
well,
like
and also
equivalent of 400
giving away your
billion.
fortune, that's after you were the ruthless asshole for so many years.
Right. Yeah.
Time to make peace with the world.
So he also
My bad, I was a dick. Here's some libraries.
Yeah. He started the Tuskegee Institute. So Teddy will like that one.
Yay.
Yay.
Giving back to the brothers,
3,000 public libraries. My bad. Through Britain, Canada, New Zealand, and the United States.
Nothing in Scotland?
Well, no, it says one here in Edinburgh, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It just says Britain. So whoever's fucking updating this super accurate Wikipedia shit, you know. So the last one we're talking about is J.P. Morgan. We've all heard that name before. He was big into, you know, banking, shit like that. Finance. He bought U.S. Steel from Carnegie. That's how Carnegie became so rich, because U.S. Steel was worth a lot and Carnegie owned it, but he wasn't like cash wealthy like fucking Rockefeller and shit was. So when he sold that, it was for $480 million or whatever, which made him, you know, an instant billionaire, basically. So basically JP Morgan, I feel, after reading all this shit, was like the Godfather. Like, he kind of controlled the money for all of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You need $100 million loan, JP Morgan's going to help you out. Yeah, but he's taking a cut. He's taking his vig.
The land shark. It's got like a loan shark kind of deal.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
It's just legal.
Well,
you know,
was it Carnegie that bailed out the U.S. government at one point?
Twice. Actually, we're going to talk about that. He did it twice.
Wow.
It was the Panic of 1893 and the Panic of 1907. The second one was caused by the United Copper Company. They tried to corner the market, and all the people that tried to fucking corner the market, all the banks, basically lost everything overnight, and it fucking
Idiots.
Blah blah blah. The one actually from 1907 was it was the direct catalyst that created the Federal Reserve System. That's why we have that now, because J.P. Morgan and a bunch of other big New York bankers both times had to give up hundreds of millions of their own dollars in loans to the fucking U.S. government, so they didn't fucking people didn't. It wasn't a depression. Yeah. Unlucky for us, he wasn't around in the 30s when it finally when it actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually called the Knickerbocker Crisis, which is a fantastic fucking name. You know what I mean?
What's the full name of the Knicks?
Yeah, and it's a pant, isn't it? Pantaloon.
So.
The Knicks are named after pants.
Yeah, the full name of Knicks are the Knickerbockers. Yeah, they shorted to Knicks. Yeah.
What a lame ass fucking team name. Like, what the fuck is that?
Right. I know.
That's why they're the New York Knicks now, man. They shortened it because the Bockers part was kind of old timey. when they went to color, started letting black folks in the league, they had to change the name.
They started losing games because they're playing in khakis all the time.
Yeah, so actually his wealth when he died, he was only worth about $80 million.
That's it.
Which is $2 billion, and he was still a billionaire.
And broke, bitch.
But he was heavily into philanthropy. He actually was the benefactor and president of the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, the American Museum of Natural History, Harvard University, and Episcopal Church, and the Episcopal Church. I don't know if that's a cool thing or something. It's a church, I guess. Is it the original Episcopal Church or something? Just says the Episcopal Church. Anyway, he didn't start Harvard. He donated a ton to them, I guess. So yeah, he did give away quite a bit, but at what cost? Like I said, these dudes would step over their fucking own mom to make money. You know what I mean? Rockefeller especially, and we'll get into that when I talk about Teddy Roosevelt, because he pretty much hated all these motherfuckers because their only goal was to make money. There was no, you know what I mean? Like Teddy was more like, yeah, you can make your money, but there's got to be some sort of moral reasoning behind it. There's just a philosophical difference, I guess. He didn't want to be a piece of shit. But anyway, those are robber barons. And we can see some similarities to our current, not a lot has changed, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
Meet the new boss, same as the old boss, I guess. Anyway, yeah, that's our main discussion. Anybody want to say anything?
Oh, wait, did you talk about...
You're talking about Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh, we're gonna, and then not now. That's another episode. I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have 3 or 4 of the Gilded Age.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
It's
this
like an
feels
overarching.
pretty
Next we're gonna-
appropriate. You know, honestly, I feel like we're in almost like
a new Gilded Age.
a new Gilded Age, and kind of going into what World War I was, with advanced technology that was way beyond what our fucking
Right.
Well, they just totally didn't know what the fuck they were doing, right? And it was
Right.
way beyond what it should have been at that time, and I feel like that's what we're racing toward now. And also similar economic conditions as well, and with these tech titans instead of the robber barons.
That is a good. I like that. That is a good comparison. AI compared to the railroad,
right?
Because at the time, the railroad, every evolution, the horse to the fucking railroad to the car to the whatever. Obviously, AI isn't a transportation, but as a society, it is absolutely changing the way it's like the internet. Basically, it changed the way we thought of things.
Right.
The internet was fucking, a game changer, and now AI is, if it's done right, is also.
You could even say, at least in the war front metaphor, the drone war has kind of the front lines in Ukraine are not moving much. just like in World War I, you know, they kind of got stuck because like the artillery back then just slaughtered people, and now it's like the drones. Like you can't move your heavy artillery or tanks because the drones just fucking take everybody out.
Yeah, it's a good example of technology over brute force. You know what I mean? Like I guess it's kind of the equivalent of guerrilla warfare during like the fucking American Revolution or whatever. Like when the British were like, "Fuck, you can hide behind a tree. What are we doing?"
That's not fair.
They're not lining up. Whoa! They're not lining up.
Right? What? Yeah. So I don't know. It's weird to be in this world that's changing. You know what I mean? Like I was thinking about this the other day, dude. When was the first Wright brothers flight?
It's like,
do you know?
1890 or something like that? 1890?
I thought it was later than that. I thought it was in the 1900s, actually.
I thought it was like 1904 or some shit.
AI, tell us. Flight was 1903.
1903. We went to the moon in what?
65?
69, wasn't it?
69.
So in 66 years, we went from fucking a wooden, two-winged fucking whatever to shooting people into space and landing on a rock hundreds of thousands of miles away. That is insanely fucking fast, and it's only getting exponentially faster.
Right.
Fucking 20 years from now, imagine 50 years from now, 100.
And you guys ever read the book, The Three-Body Problem?
Yeah, that's the whole premise. It's like when the aliens are like, thought process. The aliens like, you all went from like the Stone Age to rockets in like 400 years, and like, by the time we get here, we're fucked. Yeah. So we got to do this. Anyway, all right. Yeah, we're moving on to the wet sexy. We're gonna start with Ashtray, Oracle, snobby wine class.
Snobby wine class. My wife drugged me to a snobby wine class over at the technical college tonight.
It was your idea. Don't fucking lie.
it was actually idea. You know what?
That's if it was your what's sexy. It's you weren't dragged, bro. It's my what's sexy. My wife drugged me over.
Well, he could have been dragged there. He ended up liking it, but he still got dragged.
Yeah. So I mean, I was a little skeptical at first, but it was a lot of fun. We had like 5 Spanish wines that we had.
Ooh,
we were testing. And the instructor was showing us how to do all the fucking shit, swirl it around, smell it, all this stuff. And then also had like all these different cheeses that we would eat with it. So there was like 7-year-old age cheddar, and all this good stuff. Yeah, it was fun. It was decent. I'd do it again. So yeah, that's all.
Did you sneak in a beer?
Yeah,
no,
just crack open a Busch Light. Dude just starts puking immediately, like, "Oh my fucking god!
I can't stand the smell."
Or you start
like swirling like it around in the fucking in your palm. You just pour a little. You're like. Anyway, all right. Ashtray. Dr. Trump heals the true believers.
Oh, I just got to give a shout out to our president-in-chief for this classic oil painting that I'm sure he did himself, where he is a doctor.
That is an oil painting?
That's an AI fucking
I'm sure
thing.
It's AI, but like it's in the style of an oil painting.
I didn't know if he had an actual oil painting commissioned.
Where, he as he said, he's like, I thought I was a doctor. He's healing this sick man. And I don't know, there is some like, like Lord, some.
He looks like,
Lord coming out of the
background. Because everyone was like, it's blasphemy.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's supposed to be the Statue of Liberty. or
Yeah,
something,
it's like
or-
some fucking
It looks like some demon
right.
archangel.
Dude, look at the soldier too. That's on Trump's left, the right of the picture, looking up at him. Like the
Right.
logo on the dude's helmet isn't even like a logo.
Yeah,
It's just an AI made up. This is, my God, this is bad AI too. Like
Is
nobody
that other guy,
edited
like
this.
an ICE agent or something.
Who's that in the clouds? I see the Statue of Liberty, but who the fuck is?
Exactly. It's what,
I don't know.
it looks like some demon.
like the fucking
Oh.
Transformers or some shit.
And then like behind the jet, it looks like some craft from Star Wars or something
Yeah. All right.
flying in the background.
It's Space Force's new fucking jet.
Yeah. I don't even
Doing
know
big
what the
things.
building is below
He
the
really
flag.
came out and said that he's supposed to be a doctor because he's obviously
That-
supposed
yeah.
to be Jesus.
Yes,
Right.
that was his excuse
Yeah.
when the blowback
the picture,
came.
yeah.
And he's like,
My
"Oh,
God.
I thought it was me as a doctor."
Yeah.
Yeah, sure you
When
did.
you're the president of the United States and you're having battles with the Pope, you can't
Right.
really fucking get away with that shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is insane to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The new
It's another
Pope's
one.
got a comb over.
in the classics, I hope they have that framed in his presidential museum.
A
took it
shitty
down.
ass AI picture.
Yep.
I hope his presidential museum ends up being like a trailer, like just an old Airstream on a lot somewhere.
Right.
He's got big plans, man. He's trying
Being a
he's trying to build
retirement center in
arch.
Florida.
Yeah.
He's doing big
Anyway.
things.
All right. Doing big things. Hold on, let me
Yeah.
get back here. All right, we're gonna talk next time. I'm gonna talk about the liquor. John Dunsworth. Did I talk about this last time?
Probably.
I don't think so. I'm just doing selfless fucking promotion, man. I need people to watch this shit. So this video is doing pretty well. It's my tribute to John Dunsworth and his amazing drunk acting on the Trailer Park Boys. If you want to watch a funny video, check it out. If not, I'll pay you $100 to fuck off. So,
All his greatest hits.
yeah, basically. There's like a 2-minute fucking like Nat Pack edit I put at the end. That's just fucking. It's just him being fucking crazy at the end of season 7, which I think is the most amazing fucking thing when he's like, "How fucking drunk are you right now?" 6 out of 10. Oh, he's like chugging a bottle of Jack. Anyway, all right, check it out. Or not. I don't care. Teddy, Street Fighter trailer.
Street Fighter trailer came out.
The movie?
What?
The movie, yeah.
Really?
Jesus.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
No, gotta be better.
Van
Yeah,
Damage.
I like that. I like the Street Fighter. It looks way better than the fucking. I know it's gonna make fun of itself if it's a movie about a video game. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of feeling like a kid again. We're getting Mortal Kombat movies. We're getting Street Fighter movies. The reboots the way they should be done. So I'm digging it.
I hope it's awesome like the fucking Van Damme one.
Yeah.
That's like the best movie I've ever seen.
That movie was horrible.
For me,
Fuck yeah.
it was two.
Shut up.
About as bad as the first Mario movie.
Ooh, that Mario movie was way worse. That was a fucking horrible. And Street Fighter, yes, was a horrible piece of shit too. But
Yeah.
that Mario one, dude, fucking Jesus.
Oh yeah,
It's
it was
fucking scary. As a kid.
It's
It's like,
that
what the
fungus
fuck?
hanging around and shit. What is all this shit? That's not like the game.
Right?
The Goombas are
Not
8 feet
even
tall. What is
fucking
going
close
on?
to the game.
Like, how do you jump on top of those guys? You can't do that. Just fucking with my childhood. My parents took me to
Right.
see that movie. I was so disappointed. I was like, I don't get why.
This makes no sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our What's Sexy. We're moving on to the fuck what you think. We'll just keep it right with Teddy. Fucking overseas tickets.
Oh man, I tried to buy tickets for the Eiffel Tower, and 6-hour time difference. So I started purchasing them at 3:00 a.m. over here. They immediately flagged all my cards as fraud. Was not able, and I couldn't really call anybody at 3 a.m. to be like, okay, it's me. So I had to wait till the morning to get them. But by that time, the website wouldn't take my cards anymore because the website thought it was fraud. So I ended up having to get my mother-in-law to buy them for me, and I Venmoed her the money. The thing is, they sell these tickets 60 days before, and the top sells out really quick. So,
like the day of, you have to exactly 60 days ahead of time buy the ticket.
Yeah, to make sure you get to the top. Unless you want to wait in that long ass line, which you don't want to fucking do that. And the regular price of the tickets are like 35 euros. I had to pay 120 euros for the to combine for 2 hours, like 60 euros a person. Because to go to the top now, but we get champagne at the top, so yay.
Champagne.
But yeah, it was fucking. I don't even drink champagne, but it's fucking.
It just helps.
Like sip it right in front of the waiter and just spit it in his face.
I'm not doing that.
And being like,
this is fucking.
Fuck your stupid champagne.
Fucking swill.
Sacre bleu.
You got Bush Light. Fucking French fuck.
Where's the fucking natty ice, motherfucker? All right.
Sorry. Moving on to Oracle, my rusty old pipe.
My rusty old pipe.
We're not doing phrasing anymore.
So, we've been getting a lot of rain lately in Wisconsin.
Yep.
And no matter what, in the spring I get a little water in the basement. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But the water keeps on coming, and then the cats, they have their fucking litter box down there. So then they're tracking fucking goddamn kitty litter into it, and it just turns into just a goddamn mess. So it's kind of an ordeal, and I was looking at it, like making sure the sump pump was okay because it wasn't going down, and I was looking at it, I was like, damn, this is like this fucking looks like there's a metal casing around here, and it just starts like flaking off in my hands because it's probably been in there for 50 years. Right. in water for 50 years. And so that's something that I'll have to deal with eventually. But then today, my wife and I were outside walking along the side of the house. She's like, hey, what's that there? And I looked down. It's just this rusted ass end of a pipe that is the sump pump, the fucking
where it exits
the house. And that thing doesn't look too good. Like it's like it's fucking rusted as shit. So it's like, fuck, man.
And is it just like spitting out the side of the house, or does it actually take it away from the house?
It takes it away from the house, into a little bit of a downgrade. But if something if that collapsed or something, that would not be good, because the water wouldn't have anywhere to go, right? So probably gonna have to fucking do something about it. I don't know. This isn't our forever home, so it's like, fuck, I don't want to fucking deal with it. Like,
right?
I just want to pass it on to somebody else and just.
Right.
Yo, shit, not fucker.
Right.
All right. We'll go to me next. I'm just getting sick of driving. That's it. I got to drive half an hour every day one way, so an hour a day total. It's fucking ridiculous. People are idiots. And they're slow. That's the part that pisses me off. I wouldn't care if they were idiots if they did 85.
Especially when you're running late. It's like, come on!
Right? Get out of the fucking way. It's only 2 lanes. I'm used to fucking getting on the highway and there's 4 lanes. And I can just fucking,
get around.
The slow fuckers stay on the right and just get out of the way. But here it's the semis stay in the right and old people who don't check their fucking mirrors when they merge. So, just getting sick of it. I just want to work from home. So, if you guys know of anything, let me know. Anyway, Ashtray, hailstorm from hell.
Yeah. So we had you and me. Fucking hailstorm was it 2 days ago now? Fucking thank God for always like working late, because I would have driven into it. My coworker, she got the shit pummeled out of her car, like, and I guess everyone stopped on the interstate to like try to stop under this bridge, and she was behind a semi who like wouldn't move forward enough for her vehicle, so she's like just like a foot under the bridge, and the rest of this video. This is my girlfriend's car, and yeah, she like I think only 3 years ago had to do an insurance claim for hail damage, and yep, got to do it again. The entire, like, as I drove home, it's about a 15-minute drive. The last 5 minutes, like, I didn't see any hail, and then the last 5 minutes, it's just like you see ice in everyone's yard. And I passed more than a dozen cars that had their windshields or back windows busted out.
Wow.
Yeah, those are some, like, these chunks are getting bigger in this video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right.
They were like baseball size. There's one like even right on the, the
Yeah, just saw one on
frame
the
of
road.
the car, like above the door. It's like curved, and that's pretty hard steel there at that part of the
Yeah.
car. Like that part got a big dent in, like a big baseball size one, just clunk. They're like fucking people sweeping up glass out of the road and shit, and it's like, oh man, I would hate to be a fucking insurance agent the next day.
Actually, now Progressive, man, they just make you take a picture of it. This tree fell on my wife's hood during a storm in Wauwatosa, and we just took a picture from like 3 different angles. And they're like, okay, well, just take it in and we'll pay for it. Like, all right.
Yeah, actually, I had pretty good luck with them when we
Yeah.
hit a deer. I just had to take the pictures, and they took care of it.
Do you have a pretty low deductible for shit like that, Ashtray?
I think luckily, my car didn't get damaged. I know her.
That ain't
I
my
think her
problem,
deductible-
motherfucker.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like, oh, sorry, babe. That sucks.
What he's
I
trying
think
to say is he doesn't know what his wife's deductible is.
500.
5? Damn. Yeah, I moved mine down to 100 for shit like this, because if I get hail damage, $100, and they fucking take the dents out.
Oh yeah, because that's easily like $3,000 to $5,000 of work.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah, good luck getting into a fucking car shop
Oh yeah.
if everybody's
it'll
got all their fucking
Everybody-
probably
shit.
be
all of
4
that shit.
months
Yeah.
before she even gets it fixed.
After a storm like this, I usually get a bunch of calls from people wanting to redo my roof or check on my roof and shit.
Oh yeah.
Do I get
already
that
had
same
some
kind of
proof in
bugging?
Illinois.
Yeah, they actually just passed a law here, where people like it's harder not like because there was a lot of people getting scammed up north. I don't know if there's some gypsies around or something. I'm being racist as fuck right now. I don't know. Are gypsies a race?
Kinda.
I believe so.
Romanians, I think.
I-
or something.
I think they're like an
I thought it
ethnic
was like a
group.
lifestyle. Yeah, or like, Bavaria.
A lifestyle? I'm gypsy now?
Just to fucking, yeah, why not? It's a biker. Are bikers a race? That's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Pothead,
right.
Teddy. You know all about that. Anyway, in all
Fuck
seriousness,
yourself.
fuck yourself, JD Vance. That's our show. We're going to be here every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Central, unless Teddy has a vacation. Make sure you join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/theredeyereport. You can also twiddle us. Except you can't. Like us, share us, or fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Mistic.
Oracle.
This is the Ashtray.
I'm Teddy, and I got a vacation tomorrow.
Ooh.
Boom.
To the
The Red Eye Report. I believe you.
I don't
I believe
I
you
don't
do.
have a vacation tomorrow.